Track 45. Why the Emu Can't Fly. A traditional story from the Aboriginal people of Australia.
Dinawan the emu was big and strong, with huge wings that carried him over great distances. His wife had lots of children each year, and he was well respected and feared. Like all powerful ones, he also had some enemies, especially Goombalgubban the brush turkey. He was jealous of Emu's power of flight and the way he could run swiftly over the vast plains without tiring. So he made a plan to hurt Emu, and he told no one about it except for his wife. He waited until he knew that Emu was going out on the plain to feed, and he made sure that he got there before him. He held his wings close by his body, ruffled up his feathers, and sat on the ground where the grass was rich and long. When Emu had eaten a lot of grass and was in a good mood, Brush Turkey spoke to him. "Hello, I want to tell you something that I think you should know. The other animals are wondering why a big, strong bird like you chooses to fly everywhere instead of walking." Emu looked at him with great surprise. How else could he get anywhere, he wondered. Brush Turkey continued. "No one else would dare to tell you these things, Emu, but walking really is best. Flying is something that any bird can do. It's common and ordinary. It's only men and strong birds like you and me who can get about by walking. It's a sign that you are a special bird." Emu thought about it and replied, Perhaps you're right. I will have to talk about it with my wife this evening." And off Emu went, striding across the plain to test Brush Turkey's words. His long legs carried him swiftly home to his wife. The next day, the two birds met again. "I have thought about it and decided that you were right," Emu said. "My wife and I took off our wings last night. We were sad to lose them, but my leg muscles are growing stronger already. I'll race you to that bush." Brush Turkey laughed and laughed. "I can't believe that it was so easy to trick you with that tail, Emu. Your brains must be as small as a baby bird's. But if you want to, I'll race you." Emu sprinted across the sun-baked ground. Brush Turkey waited until Emu had nearly reached the bush. Then he flapped noisily through the air, landing well ahead of Emu. "Ha ha! What a fool you are, Emu," he cried. "The other animals will never respect a bird who cannot fly." Emu was angry. He rushed at Brush Turkey, striking out at him with his powerful legs. But Brush Turkey just flew away, laughing. Emu sadly walked home to tell his wife how he had been tricked. A whole year went by. Emu never said anything to Brush Turkey about the loss of his wings, and this puzzled Brush Turkey. Emu's legs grew stronger, and soon he was able to run as fast as the other could fly. One morning, Emu took his two largest children out with him, leaving his other 14 in their mother's care. He met up with Brush Turkey and his wife and their noisy family. "Busy?" asked Emu. "Busy?" exclaimed Brush Turkey. "It's hard work all day long just trying to keep all of the children's stomachs full, and they still look so thin. We're trying to teach them to hunt for their own food, but we haven't had much luck so far." "Yes, I can see that," replied Emu. "But the trouble is that there are too many of them. They don't get a chance to grow big. We sent most of ours to live with other families. We thought that the only way to have strong, healthy chicks was to only keep the biggest. See how much bigger my two are than yours. The next generation will be real birds." Brush Turkey and his wife walked around Emu's chicks and thoughtfully whispered together. Emu walked off with his chicks, chuckling quietly to himself. The following day, he met Brush Turkey on the plain. "I have taken your advice, Emu," Brush Turkey said. "Here are my 2 biggest chicks. The others have gone to live with their aunts and uncles. What do you think of this strong pair?" Emu laughed and laughed. "What a fool you are," he said. "A bird's strength lies not in his ability to use his wings, but in the number of his children. I'm sorry for you, my friend, but perhaps it will teach you that brush turkeys are even more foolish than emus." And that is why emus have so many chicks, but cannot fly, and why brush turkeys only lay 2 eggs each year.